Juzel's legacy and the anti-Kira protesters we hired.
Yes, but we only have one shot with that plan.
I'm aware of that, but I can't imagine a better time to do it. Besides, it should be interesting.
In this situation, Nier knows the position of the people invading his base and where he stands as well. Knowing that these people block his exit, he uses a plan to distract them. Norman, playing tag with his siblings, uses things like footprints and the wind to tell where he can most likely find them. He is also able to tell a good variety of his situation once he witnesses the cliff, as well as creating a rope to get on the wall in the first place. Norman uses spatial intelligence much more and to a greater degree than Nier does. Norman contemplates his situation and what he should do, unsure of himself in some situations.
Therefore, that means the second L and the person I think is Kira can only be one man. Light Yagami.
Nier is always cool-headed and seemingly never unsure of himself. This category easily goes to Nier.
To the members of the Japanese task force, was there ever a point in the investigation where the second L was suspected to be Kira, even if the suspicions were later dropped?
Nier doesn't really have to find himself having manipulate or talk his way into a route of things. It is said that Nier doesn't have much of a social life either. Norman discusses plans and strategies with his siblings all the time, conveying his thoughts and taking into account their thoughts and actions as well. Norman even planned for the time when Ray might kill himself. Norman seems to have much better linguistic intelligence. Nier sits in place for basically all the show. Norman, however, is shown to have good athletic abilities such as running, jumping, and somersaulting over rocks. Norman easily takes this.
Yes, I'm intending to go to Japan.
All right. So you would like me to stay in New York while you're gone?
Not at all.
Then what's the point of me coming back there?
Truth is, I've never made travel arrangements or boarded a flight on my own before. That's why I need you to come back, so you can escort me.
Nier doesn't really worry about what other people think unless it has any bearing on his own doings. The people he works with were handpicked to work with him as well, so Nier doesn't have to worry about them contradicting him as much. However, when it comes to people outside the SBK, he seems to struggle a little more. Nier even failed to figure out Light's plan at the end of the series. Norman takes into account his other siblings' ideas and feelings. He wasn't sure if he could trust them at first, but when he realized he knew exactly how to treat his siblings and their circumstances, even knowing that Ray was potentially a spy and that eventually Ray would try to kill himself. Norman takes this one slightly. Nier has his own beliefs and ideals. Even if God presented him his teachings, Nier claims he would read them over and think for himself whether they are right or wrong to him. Norman doesn't wonder as much about these kinds of things, using his siblings as the main reason for him living. Nier puts more thought into this than Norman does.
だから僕らは高級品。思い出して今。出荷されたのはコニー。その前がハオ。その前がセディ。今までの周期から考えて、次の出荷は。
Norman has some good plans, knowing specifically what to do in certain situations, such as making a rope to get over the wall and believing in the possibility of there being a spy.
I discovered something very important. The person suspected of being Kira is Deputy Director Yagami's son. It's the only possible explanation. Why else would the Deputy Director say he would kill Kira and then himself?
Nier never puts his emotions in his way. If he has any, that is. Nier always uses his head, like it's a puzzle. Nier takes this one. Norman can use the sounds of his environment to help him locate one of his siblings while playing tag.
That's all you are.
Near doesn't really have much opportunity to ever show any musical intelligence. Norman wins this round.
Yes, that's right. We kill those two and the murders stop. Such ex post facto justification will not be tolerated.
Near believes what he thinks is right.
これ一体何から僕らを守ってるんだろう。
Norman understands the world as well as other creatures. Norman seems to take a slight edge in this. Overall, Norman won more categories of intelligence than did Near. In conclusion, though the categories Near won, he mostly won by a lot more than Norman. Norman has a much bigger variety of intelligence over Near. Not to mention Norman is younger and can potentially get even better than where he's at now. But who do you think is smarter? And why do you think that? Let me know in the comments.